Hey there, guys, and welcome back to Alex Invest. For those of you who don't know, I'm Alex. I'm a business owner with a degree in economics, and I've been investing since I'm 18 years old. So, obviously, it's Sunday today. The markets are closed, so I decided to go with the blue. It's winter time. Markets are closed. A little Sunday blue. It's good. So, anyways, today I want to talk to you guys just about what I'm planning on doing next week, kind of thing, and sort of what I'm going to be investing in and what I'm looking out for next week. So, let's get into it. Just before we get into it here, I also wanted to say please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. It helps me out. It helps me provide you guys with more content and stock picks for the future. So do that, and now we'll get right into it. All right, guys, so there's going to be two trades that I'm definitely making next week, and that's in Ballard Power and Very Good Food Company. Now, I've talked about Very Good Food Company before, and I haven't talked about Ballard yet, but I will be making a separate video on Ballard, so I'm just going to give a quick overview of the company. Again, they're a fuel cell, a clean energy solution company. Again, one of these which I've been pushing really hard to get into. I've already been invested in this stock for quite some time, I would say about 5 months or so, but I do still think it's a great buy, and that is why I'm going to increase my shares in this company next week. They already have some major partners as well, including Audi in the automotive industry, so they actually want to start making cars with fuel cell and hydrogen technology. They also have some partners in transit buses, quite a few actually, including Wrightbus and Eldorado. They also have some railway partners, and this is one that I find very interesting, some partners for fuel cell systems in the marine market. So they're looking to build fuel cell systems that actually power sort of marine applications. One of my favorite things about this company as well is that it's a Canadian company, and I'm actually Canadian as well, so obviously it's just a great company for me anyways. But it's also nice for a little bit of diversification in your portfolio. A lot of the other fuel cell stocks that I've mentioned so far are US stocks, and having a Canadian stock here, it's also sort of one of the leaders here in Canada, and it'll continue to be a leader moving forward, but it's nice for that diversification with different currency. It's in a different market, so there's differentiation while staying in the same industry though, which is nice. So that's kind of what they do. I just want to go into the chart quickly as well and show you guys that. All right, so here we are looking at the year chart. Basically, this is start of January here, and all the way back here we were at $7.65 just before the start of 2020, and we saw this big run up here, and we started to see it, and then March hit and we were up at $17, and then big, obviously March, right, COVID hit, we went back down to $11. Now that actually isn't too big of a drop, considering what COVID did to the markets, really. But then again, from there, we just saw a big recovery, and since then, it's just been doing insane up until the $29 mark, and we saw some pullback, and here we are back at $25 now. See, and what I like about this is this pullback right here is nice to see to continue investing. If we saw this go straight up from here, then I would think it's a little bit dangerous. Maybe we're going to see some of that pullback, but we already saw that pullback, and here again at $19 would have been a great time to invest in this stock because we knew it was going to come up from there. But even next week I'm looking to invest in this stock, even if it continues going up, because I'm so bullish on Ballard Power and these other hydrogen stocks as well. So even if it continues going up, I will be buying because it will be making new highs, especially with sort of COVID starting to be over now, people needing more fuel again, and we're seeing a switch in that fuel. Like I've always been saying in my videos, we're seeing a switch already now, and we're going to continue seeing that switch to renewable energy, to clean energy, and this is another stock that's going to do that for you guys. All right, now moving on to Very Good Food Company. I've talked about this in another video, so you can go and check that video out on my channel. But I just wanted to quickly mention that I will be upping my stake in this company next week, and we'll just look at the chart quickly as well, and I'll show you guys what we're dealing with here for the future. All right, so here's the chart for Very Good Foods right now. I just wanted to go back to IPO date to see sort of what happened. We started off here in sort of mid to late July here. And since then, there was a big spike here, and then we came down right to 1, and there was some consolidation here for quite a while, showing sort of that the price wasn't going to go lower than this. And then obviously we saw this huge run up, right, all the way to 5.7. And again, we're coming down here. And now, again, we're seeing sort of this consolidation here at 4. And it's basically exactly what happened here. We see some consolidation, and then we're going to see another big jump up. And that's exactly what you want to see in a stock, guys. That's how you know this is a good investment for the long term here. If we see some nice, this might go on for another, here it went on for how long? We started here on 7:15, right? And up until 10:16, so that's 3 months really, and then after 3 months we saw a huge spike here again, and I think I see the same thing. So I do want to up my shares in this next week here, and I don't care if we see another consolidation for a few months. I'll be ready for that next spike again when we spike up. So I just want to get into this early and when I can before that next spike, which I know is coming, guys. I know it's coming. So another one to watch out here for next week. All right, now I just wanted to mention Fcel as well. This is another one that I'm likely going to up my shares in next week, guys. Because, again, I see some big movements here. I'm hoping for, again, a little bit of a drop down off of those huge gains we had last week, and then I'm going to be hopping right back into this stock. So I'm hoping for that next week as well. We'll take a look at the chart quickly here. All right, so again, we're seeing a similar pattern here, Just before 2020, it was down here again at 67 cents, and since then, boom, there was a big jump up. And then here we saw ups and downs for quite some time, right? And then obviously last week or 2 weeks ago, since then, we saw this huge run up again to $6, which is just absolutely crazy, right? So again, I'm hoping to see a bit of a dip off of this. Let's just let's zoom in a little bit here. New highs here, and I'm looking for a bit of a drop off of this to buy in. How far? I have no idea. Does it even go down on Monday? I don't know. Either way, in the next 1 to 2 weeks, I'm looking again to buy more Fcel, more than I had before. I told you guys in my last video, I sold some of these shares last week, but very, very little. And I'm looking to buy and probably increase my shares 1.5 times of what I have now. So again, much more shares than what I sold off last week, because again, I see a price target for this stock much higher than $5.54. I have it around $15 right now in the next 6 to 8 months. So definitely another big one that I'm looking to get into really, really heavily again. All right, guys, so now I just wanted to mention a few things that are going on next week. So first of all, on Thursday, there's Thanksgiving in the U.S., so that'll be a holiday, so no investing on Thursday. Other than that, preliminary U.S. manufacturing and services PMI comes out. Now, this is going to be interesting to see how sort of manufacturing is going in the U.S. and how far behind we are from pre-COVID levels. And we're going to see the same thing in U.S. preliminary GDP for Q3, which is coming out. We're going to want to see that to compare it to how other countries in the world are doing, but also to compare to how U.S. is doing now compared to before COVID. So it'll be interesting to see those numbers next week. Other than that, as for earnings reports, there's not really too many that interest me. One that does interest me a bit is Best Buy. I'm not currently invested in this company, but I do see them beating earnings actually, just because of how well they've been doing in stores, and they're new, or not new, but they're picking up online business as well. Especially during COVID. So I do see them actually doing very well on earnings, but it's not something that I'm going to be investing my money into moving forward, because I do have much better picks than that. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. You guys know I love getting comments and I love answering them for you guys. So any questions you have, please let me know. Anything you want me to research, let me know. And other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when the markets are open.